Welcome again to the Peak Performance Protocol series, starting your road to reversal. A little over 2 months ago, I had a family member come stay with me. Stayed for 3 days. In that 3 days, he had a desire to start a road to reversal. First thing we did was we had to have a consultation. This family member has lived with type 2 diabetes for over 20 years. So the consultation brought so many things out as far as the lifestyle habits over the years, especially over the last 2 years. Remember, over the previous videos that you watched, there's 2 things that type 2 diabetics suffer from: toxicity and deficiency. So during our consultation, I understood exactly where he was deficient as far as macro and micronutrients, and of course, why the body is still so toxic. In order to reverse type 2 diabetes, you have to cleanse the blood of all toxins and impurities, and then of course you have to repair all the damaged arteries throughout your body, and then of course rebuild the cells. First thing we did early in the morning, lemon water. During the consultation with this family member, I've learned that there are certain things that it was putting in the system first thing in the morning that was only causing more issues during the day. First thing you put into your system is going to start the metabolic process. So the first thing we did was filled up a mason jar with half of cold water and then half of boiling water. I cut the organic lemon in half and squeezed the entire lemon inside the mason jar. Now, why do we do that? Remember, the lemon goes in acidic and then it settles alkaline. Remember, your stomach is the most acidic part in your system. Learned that this family member was drinking cold water first thing in the morning. Interesting. People actually fill up a pitcher, put it in a refrigerator, and then when they wake up in the morning, they put that cold water in a jar and then drink it. One of the worst things we can do to our system. It literally taxes your nervous system. Why? Think about if it's cold outside, freezing. And then you have a pool and the pool water is completely cold and you dive into the pool. First thing you're going to do, whoa! You're going to constrict. The same thing is happening inside your body. When you put cold water first thing in the morning into your body, your organs constrict. And that's why most people are constipated throughout the day. Some people are constipated throughout the week because they continue this cycle, not knowing, thinking, well, I'm drinking my water, so it's all good. But no, you have to make sure that it's nice, warm water. Room temperature is fine, but even above that, even better, because it's going to cleanse you out, especially with the lemon. So once we did the lemon water and found out, okay, how long do we have to wait until we can eat the breakfast? So another thing is, your largest meal is breakfast. Why? Because throughout the night, you put those 2 words together, break and fast. You're breaking your fast, and now your body says, all right, I need some real macro and micronutrients to get me through the rest of the day until lunch or dinner time. So during our consultation, we found out, okay, you're drinking and eating at the same time. No good. Why? Here's the problem with eating and drinking at the same time. What's happening is you are diluting the gastric juices from doing their job. Your gastric juices, hydrochloric acid, you have potassium chloride and sodium chloride. Your stomach has to be very acidic, which means it's going to be all the way down to like a 1 on the pH scale. But when you're drinking and eating at the same time and you're diluting the gastric juices from doing their job, not only are you diluting, but you're allowing the pH to rise up. It used to be acidic around 1 or 1.2. Now you're raising it to about 3 or 3.5. Your body cannot digest the food, and then when it passes through the pyloric sphincter into the small intestines, you're trying to pass in your blood barrier undigested food. There's the toxins. So during the consultation, we were pinpointing, okay, here's where you're having issues. This is what's keeping you at this same level all these years. So we're slowly but surely chipping away at all of the unhealthy lifestyle habits. Now, after we did the lemon water, we had to wait a period of 20 to 30 minutes allow the lemon water to do its job. And in that time, sometimes people run to the bathroom and then you're really ready for breakfast because you're fully cleansed. Some people eat over and over and only use the bathroom like once a week. This is not good because waste is not meant to stay in the system. So the first thing we're going to do after we have the lemon water, we're going to have a well-balanced breakfast. I made him oatmeal. I know it sounds simple, but it's outside the norm of what he was normally taking. So he had the oatmeal, but we had to have the fiber component. When you eat something sweet, if you add the fiber, it's going to allow, the fiber is going to attach to the sugars inside of your body. That's going to allow a slow rise on the glycemic index. So you always want to have fiber. Now that doesn't say you can go out and eat sweets and then just have fiber along with it. That doesn't work that way. But the first thing in the morning, make sure that you have your fiber. So we had the oatmeal, we had the fiber, and I filled them up with some other nutrients. And then we had to wait 1 hour outside of his first meal. He had to wait at least an hour to drink because again, you don't want to disrupt the digestive process. You want to make sure that everything is working accordingly. So we waited 4 to 5 hours and then here comes the second meal. The second meal, that wasn't the largest meal. Remember, the largest meal of the day is going to be your breakfast. That is going to sustain you for the rest of the day. So what was for dinner? Dinner consisted of 60% carbs, 30% fat, and 10% protein. And we put it together in such a wonderful way that it was satisfying. But the first thing that was put into his system during dinner was salad. You have to have your greens. The rainbow, you should look at that plate and it should have all the colors of the rainbow. That's when you know that you're getting the right micronutrients, you're getting the right phytochemicals. Of course, you're getting all of your wonderful vitamins and minerals right there because it's time to cleanse the cells, cleanse the blood, repair the arteries. And that's what we're doing, waiting, allowing the body to regenerate, restore, not feeding it throughout the day and overworking the organs in the body. That's what happened with type 2 diabetics with the overworking of the pancreas. Waited 4 to 5 hours and then we ate at an early time between 4 and 5 p.m. Now, why so early? You want to eat nice and early and then you want to have a digestive walk. A digestive walk is you're just walking up and down, your body is moving, which is helping the digestive enzymes do its job. Everything works for the good when it comes to optimal health and wellness. So after the walk, you should feel satisfied. You put in the right macro and micronutrients, you're satisfied throughout the rest of the evening. Eating too late is going to cause your stomach to overwork. Even when you're laying down, your stomach is still working, where it wants to rest right along with you. So when you wake up in the morning, you're going to feel agitated. You're going to have issues, heartburn, indigestion. You're going to have all types of things, especially acid reflux. Listen, don't eat past 7 o'clock if you can help it. Just put it in common practice. This is going to start your road to reversal. After 2 days, this family member looked at their blood sugars and was shocked and amazed at the results. It was down in the 120s. He said he hasn't seen numbers like that in years. It's all about putting you on a plan. Now, what did we do that evening after the walk? Because he was dealing with neuropathy, we had to go through a series of exercises and stretching in order to alleviate the issues in the feet and the hands. But it was mostly in the feet, the tingling and numbness of the feet. So after we did those stretching, because listen, first thing, we need to look at the animals. First thing they do, what does the cat do? First thing they wake up, what does the dog do? They stretch. We hardly stretch when we wake up in the morning. We got to get up, get ready, and go to work. That is not the right way to go about your day. You need to get up early enough in order to get a good stretch in. Because if you're dealing with neuropathy, there are certain exercises, stretching, and moves that you can implement on a day-to-day in order to alleviate it. And then of course, as you continue with the right things putting into your system, it is going to naturally go away, because guess what? You didn't have neuropathy all your life. So once your body is put under the right conditions, your body is going to be fully restored. It's going to take time. The natural is always going to be a slow process, but not for everybody. Everybody's literal system is different. He saw the numbers go down, amazed him, and it amazed him so much that he said, you know, I'm gonna try one day off of the insulin. One day went past, off the insulin. He had to go back home, called him the next day, off the insulin. Called him the following day, he shared with me a picture. Numbers are doing wonderful. Is temptation still there? Yes. Is the desire still there? Yes. But when you see it work for yourself, you will make a decided decision. You will purpose in your heart that this thing can be reversed. This is just an example of your road to reversal. And in the next video, I'm going to share with you some more tips to help you out along the way. Talk to you soon. Bye.